At the beginning of every year, something happens in the spirit realm. New seasons open, destinies shift, and directions are set. But at the same time, resistance often rises. Many people enter January with hope and expectation, yet they quickly encounter confusion, delay, fatigue, or discouragement. They wonder why progress feels heavy even though the year has just begun. This is not accidental. The start of the year is a strategic spiritual moment, and spiritual barriers often position themselves early, hoping to shape the entire year before it truly begins. This is why fasting at the beginning of the year is powerful. Fasting confronts resistance before it becomes a pattern. The Bible reminds us that Jesus said, "This kind does not go out except by prayer and fasting." Some barriers do not respond to ordinary prayer alone. They require sacrifice. They require consecration. They require spiritual authority that is activated through fasting. Spiritual barriers are not always visible. They may appear as repeated delay, sudden loss of motivation, confusing decisions, and unexplained heaviness. But fasting exposes what is hidden. When you fast, the flesh weakens and the spirit gains strength. When appetite is restrained, spiritual authority is released. At the beginning of the year, fasting becomes preventive warfare. Instead of fighting battles later, you confront them early. Instead of reacting to attacks, you take authority at the gate. The first month of the year is like the foundation of a building. If the foundation is cracked, the structure above will suffer. Fasting repairs spiritual foundations. During fasting, God begins to reveal what must be confronted. Cycles that have repeated year after year. Habits that have limited growth. Spiritual doors that were left open. Many people carry unresolved spiritual issues into a new year and wonder why progress feels blocked. Fasting forces alignment. It brings issues into the light so healing and deliverance can take place. Fasting also sharpens discernment. You begin to recognize what is spiritual opposition and what is personal responsibility. You distinguish between divine delay and demonic resistance. This clarity is critical at the beginning of the year. Fasting weakens spiritual resistance by strengthening obedience. It teaches the spirit to rule over the flesh. As you fast, barriers that once felt immovable begin to shift. Not always immediately, but decisively. Chains break quietly before they fall loudly. The enemy often attempts to discourage fasting early in the year because he understands its power. If he can stop consecration, he can influence direction. If he can delay fasting, he can establish patterns. But when you fast at the start of the year, you are declaring spiritual authority over your time, your purpose, and your future.